Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thank you for stopping by for a visit today. I hope you're all having a great day. I have been crocheting this morning, trying to, anyway, and working on my sleeves for that sweater. I'm on the second sleeve, and it's going pretty good. It's going good. I do want to point out that I'm having just a lot of trouble with my hands being cold. You'll see that my fingers are white there. Um, I cannot get this hand warm. I've had it in a hand warmer. I've had hand warmer things on my hands. I've tried everything. I've sat on my hand. I've had it wrapped in an electric blanket, throw. So yeah, I've been trying everything, but it's ice cold and it is hurting. Like when they're this cold, they just hurt, 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 hurt. So I'm dealing with that today, but I do have some other news about health issue things. Friday, I mentioned that Friday I had a doctor's appointment and it was just very disappointing all the way around. And nowadays there's a specialist for this, a specialist for that, and a specialist for something else, and that one doctor only does this one thing, and this doctor does one thing. So nowadays, you can't go to one doctor and get three different things taken care of because that's not in their specialty. And so they have to refer you to another department, another doctor, or such, and so sometimes that's frustrating. But that's just the way it is nowadays. Used to you went to one doctor and they did everything for you. We no longer have that. We no longer have that. So anyway, guys, I went to my appointment and it did not. I basically didn't get anything done except a new bandage put around my feeding tube, and I'm not sure that's even helping. But I sent a message to my doctor. I wrote him a little letter and sent it to him through Messenger, and that this was working out. I can't go to a bunch of different appointments all in one week because my husband has to take off work, and that's just not going to be happening. He has to take off work for my doctor's appointments. He has to take off work for his doctor's appointments, and yeah. No, he works an hour away from home, and so it's a lot for him to go to work and then come home, take me to an appointment, and then go back to work. Pretty much after my appointments, though, the work day's over. But anyway, I sent him a message explaining, that about getting the port flush. That I went through all that. I don't want to mess around and let that get clogged or whatever. It needs to be flushed. And so I said, however that needs to happen, whether it's a home health nurse or what, it needs to be done. So that was Friday. So this morning I received a call from a home health agency, and they're doing the paperwork today. And supposedly tomorrow a home health nurse is going to come and see me. Now, she's not going to flush my port tomorrow. I did ask if they do that, and the lady on the phone said, hold on, let me go check. And she came back and said, yes, they can do that. So she said they just have to get orders. So the home health nurse will come see me tomorrow and basically do paperwork and just get things set up and stuff and see what I do need to happen. And then she will have to get orders from my doctor to flush that. So, which, can happen. He'll write orders for that. So that's what's happening. Now, a home health nurse is not like someone who comes and stays several hours at your home. They just come and basically do vitals, check your medicines, a wound or whatever you might have, which they can probably help with the wound that is around my feeding tube. Hopefully they can help with that. So she wouldn't be one that would be here for very long at a time, such as to hook up my formula, because after I lost this finger, I can't do much with this hand. Whatever I can do with this little thumb. And like right now, I can't hardly do anything with this hand just because it is frozen and it is just, in so much pain. You can see there's no blood flow here and here and there. There's just no blood flow. And it's very painful when that blood is not flowing through there. So I can't do a whole lot with this hand at the moment anyway, and when it's acting up like that. But for my feeding tube, I can't tend to my feeding tube and hook up to my feedings when I'm home alone. I need Big Daddy here to do that for me. But also, I'm thinking a home health nurse isn't going to be here that long enough to do all that, like to flush the tube, she would change the dressing, but to flush the tube and hook up to my feeding pump and let that run for like 2 hours or so, and then unhook it and flush it. She's not going to be here that long. So I still won't be able to get my feedings during the day, and I'll have to wait till Big Daddy gets home in the afternoons. So, yeah. I don't think it's going to help that part of my life, but we'll see what it does help. And also, we'll see if they even continue coming, because when this nurse comes tomorrow, and I will tell her ahead of time that it's muddy out here. We had a lot of rain over the weekend, and it's muddy. Don't wear your high heel shoes. Because I can be under home health nursing at any time. I have orders for that already, but they just won't come to my house. First off, we live super way out in the country. We drive it all the time, so it's no big deal to us. But people who live in town, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you live on the other side of the world." Well, maybe you live on the other side of the world. It is a long way out here. It's hard to find. And it's muddy out here. It's no city streets. I live on a gravel road. Our driveways get muddy, and yeah, our yard's muddy. Yeah. So we'll see how long a nurse will even continue to come. So anyway, I'll be updating you on that later. See how that works out. But I have some happy mail here that I wanted to share with you guys today. Just some things that I received in the mail from some of my friends, and I wanted to let you know that I received those. Here I have a card from Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. I love dolphins. Now, I have never swam with the dolphins, but I think that would be fun to do. would be a little bit scared, but I think it would be fun. One time, Big Daddy and I and the kids were in Biloxi, Mississippi, and we took a boat ride out. It was like a ferry boat you could take out to an island out into the Gulf, and I can't think of the name of that island. Fort Monroe, maybe. I can't think of the name of the island, but we took a boat drive out there, and it was about an hour ride, I guess, out to this island. And on the island, it was some kind of it was some kind of it was some kind of brick building that ruins or something, that you could look at and stuff too. Something that had been built there long ago and was had been demolished or something. I have to look that up because I can't even remember. But I know it was very interesting at the time. And then there was a little shack that had like Maybe they had hamburgers and type stuff, Cokes and chips and all that. And then out on the beach, they had some beach chairs and stuff that I guess you could rent. I don't know. We carried our own chairs. But you could go out there and spend the day and then ride the boat back. I think the boat came and went like several times a day. Just as long as you caught that last boat back, you could spend the day out there. And so we were out there, we were all out in the water, and I looked out and I saw these fins out across, and I was just like, oh my, I mean, my first thought was sharks because I just see fins sticking out of the water, right? And then they start doing this, and you can see that it's dolphins, and everybody's like hollering and, like running out to try to see the dolphins and stuff. And so the dolphins came, like, we're all in the water at the beach, and the dolphins just came like right past us. And so then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is the dolphins trying to is the dolphins trying to warn us that sharks are coming or what? I don't know. But it was fun seeing the dolphins. And on the boat ride out to the island, dolphins followed the boat. And also on the ride back, dolphins followed the boat. And when we got on the boat to go back, there was a huge stingray down beside the boat that we got to see. But anyway, that was my only experience of swimming with the dolphins, and I was worried that they were trying to warn us that that sharks were coming. I don't know. Anyway, I was worried about my kids. Okay, and then I got a card in the mail here from Pat. Thank you, Pat. It's a Valentine's Day card. It says, on Valentine's Day, I'm taking orders for hugs. Should I put you down for one? Most definitely. Oh. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. Such a cute card. So cute. I love it. I appreciate your thoughtfulness and just you thinking about me. I did receive a couple of cases of Premier drinks in the mail. They were ordered from Amazon off my Amazon wish list thing, and so I got a vanilla, and I'll probably be drinking this like as soon as this video is over. It's Premier Protein. Now I have a feeding tube in my stomach because I can't eat by mouth. Scleroderma has hardened my esophagus, and so I can't swallow food. Food goes down, and it's there until it comes back up. I was being able to eat a few things, but it's gotten harder and harder now that I can't even get some of the basic things down. I did eat some carrot souffle the other day. I can eat ice cream, some pudding, things like that, mashed potatoes. I have been getting mashed potatoes down, but sometimes mashed potatoes is very painful to get down. You just never can tell, really and truly. So I have a formula that I take through my feeding tube, but like I said, Big Daddy's not here during the day to hook me up to my formula, and so I drink these instead to try to, have some kind of nutrition. So I'm not just so hungry. But I'm gonna be honest with you, liquid does not replace the eating food. The satisfaction you get from eating food cannot be replaced from liquid. I can take my formula and I'm still hungry. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. And then you see all these pictures. I'm not on Facebook, but I'm on Instagram, and people post pictures of food and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, that looks so good. But anyway, I appreciate this so very much. Uh-oh, I dropped my paper. Ugh, let me see. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, Awilda. I appreciate this so very much. Like I said, I drink these during the day. I keep a few next to my bed on my nightstand. So if I wake up during the night, and because I do not do my feeding tube during the night because it would just be coming up my esophagus. Plus, that can easily come unplugged and soak the bed, and I'm not planning on replacing a mattress, so I don't take any chances of doing that at night. But I can't lay down and do my feeding tube anyway because it just comes up. Um, but so these are good for during the day and at night. So thank you so much, Wilda. That was just so thoughtful and I appreciate it. And then I did get another one in the mail. This I got a case of chocolate and it did not say who it was from. It just said enjoy your gift. So thank you so much. I appreciate that so very, very much. Like I said, I'll be drinking one of those like after this so that I don't feel quite so empty. That's my issue. I feel so empty. But I appreciate both of you for thinking of that. That's very thoughtful and helpful. Um, Happy Mail really is. I did receive something from Lynette, and I want to say thank you, Lynette. This is very thoughtful too, but I don't know if it's going to work for me. Lynette sent me these wrist things that are supposed to help with nausea. Um, I do throw up a lot. Sometimes it's from nausea, and sometimes it's just from something's in my esophagus and it has to come up, and I just have to throw up, throw up, throw up until I get all that up. And then some days I'm just nauseated, like maybe I'm so hungry I'm nauseated. Maybe my medication is making me nauseated because I do take a chemo medication that leaves me very nauseated for days and days and days. I take that medication once a week, like I'm taking it on like Mondays, and I'll be nauseated like most of the week. So she sent these little wrist bracelet things. There's three packages: a black and a blue and a gray. Um, I don't know if these are going to work for me or not. I mean, I don't know if the whole concept works actually, but this is the wrist bracelet. Um, Here is one of my concerns for this. It's so tiny. It does stretch, but it's very tight, and I don't want it to constrict my blood flow. As you can see, I have nothing on my wrist, and my blood flow is horrible, horrible right now. I mean, this hand is so numb. It's numb, but it is throbbing in pain because there's no blood flow. So anything tight on my wrist might make that worse. So I will one day when I'm nauseated from my medication and I'm not having blood flow problems, I will try that and see how that works. Okay, but that's very, very thoughtful gift, and I appreciate that very much. Um, I just thank you for thinking of me, Lynette. Thank you for being my friend here. And then I received a box in the mail. Um, and this is from maybe S. Risher, or I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, but well, I don't want to give your whole. It was wrapped in brown paper. And that's what it said on the outside there. So you can let me know but down below who this is from. Bishop. Maybe that's Bishop. S. Bishop. I don't know why folding the paper helped me see that better. S. Bishop. Okay, so thank you for this fun little box that I got. First off, there is a llama. I have several llamas now, and I love them. I have them, displayed around the house in different places. So, this is very cute. And it has like, swag, like around the neck, and it's embroidered hearts on it. So it's very cute. And it says, "You got this." That's right. We got this. So there's my llama. And then there's just some little goodies in here. Like here is some llama clips. And I know exactly where these will go. We have this little chicken wire frame. It's a big picture frame and it's covered in chicken wire. And I clip cards and different things up there. And that's where these will go because I'll be using those to clip those cards and stuff up there. And then there's 2 boxes of pocket tissues. So that's very thoughtful. I'll put one of those in my the purse and the other one in my go bag. And then there is a clover because St. Patrick's Day is coming up and it is on a pin. So I'll just be able to pin that to my shirt for St. Patrick's Day or anytime this month actually. So thank you for making that for me. It's so cute. Very cute. I love it. I love it. I'm holding it by the stem. It does have a stem, but I was just holding it by that. So thank you so much for that. And then there is a pack of prayer cards right here. It's 20 prayer cards and scripture cards. That is so cool. Inspirational prayer and scripture cards for yourself and others. Includes 20 cards. So thank you. I love that. I love it. And it's like today's prayer, and then you flip it over, and there's a prayer on the other side of the card. So cool. And then something that I'm going to really love, and I know exactly where I'm going to have Big Daddy to put these, is sunflower seeds. Yay! So there's a pack of sunflower seeds here. Here's a different pack of sunflower seeds. I guess they're all, this is Mammoth. This is One Maya Hybrid. And this is Fun and Sun Blend. So I know exactly where I'm going to have Big Daddy to put these. We have a big tree out. And there is where I sit outside is facing that tree. And so I'm going to have him to put those out around there. And hopefully they will grow and sprout. I'll have to read on here to see how much sun they need. They need full sun. So they might not need to go right next to the tree, but out away from it some. So they do get full sun, but that will be fun to watch grow. So thank you so much, S. Bishop. I do appreciate that. So thoughtful. And just a fun little package to open. But anyway, guys, I never expect anything for Happy Mail. And just sometimes people feel it, that they want to send something, and they do. And so I do want to come on here and say thank you and to, let them know that I did receive the package or item and such. And, that's just the way it goes. But I don't expect things in the mail, okay? I want to say that. I never would expect anything. But anyway, guys, I just don't know. My hands are hurting so bad. Probably gonna have to go get in the bed and lay on my hands to warm them up. This one is just as bad, but you can't really tell it because the fingers are missing, but it is numb and hurting too from no blood flow. So guys, I'm gonna let you all get going. I'm gonna get going and probably go curl up in the bed and try to get warm. Probably have to get a dog or a cat in there with me to warm up my hands. But I hope you all have a great day. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet, and I will see you all again soon. Bye, friends.